Have you ever said to yourself, I love the DPS playstyle of Celestial Nighthawk, but wish its neutral game was more forgiving, or I love the one-tap melee playstyle of Arc Hunter, but wish its DPS didn't lack so much? I feel like a lot of people are trying to find pairings for prismatic builds that work together rather than taking two completely different overpowered builds and combining them together to make one build. Matt Goes Buck here, and today we're going to talk about the perfect hunter. What makes a perfect build? A perfect build, in my eyes, is one that is user-friendly, has a lot of pros with not many cons. It should have a strong neutral game, be able to clear ads, have survivability, all while being able to dish out massive damage during DPS checks. Until Prismatic, this didn't really exist. Well, now you can clear whole rooms without firing a single bullet and be the top DPS of your fire team without much effort. Let's start with our exotics. Your exotic weapon is going to be the new Solar Energy Slot Sniper Rifle, Still Hunt. If you do not have this and you are a hunter main, I highly recommend doing the quest and picking this up. It's fairly easy and you can also solo it. Still Hunt comes with the exotic perk Cade's Retribution. Picking up orbs of power or landing precision hits will charge this weapon's super bar. Once full, hold reload to fire golden gun shots from this weapon. Which brings us to our exotic armor, Celestial Nighthawk. Yes, Celestial works with this sniper and you will fire one golden gun shot from the sniper that deals increased damage. This shot does not consume your actual golden gun, so you can pop them back to back for massive DPS. For those that don't know what Celestial Nighthawk does, Precision Final Blows reduce the cooldown of your super, modifies golden gun to fire a single high damage shot, targets defeated by that shot give you super energy and explode. This modifies golden gun to only fire a single shot that deals 650% increased damage. Precision kills grant 1.5 to 4.5% super energy depending on enemy rank. Now let's get into the build. Normally I'd start with the armor mods, but I feel like with this build we should start with the subclass setup first. Like I said, you're combining two different builds into one perfect build. Obviously we'll be on Prismatic Subclass with golden gun for your super. All of the abilities, aspects, and fragments work directly with this build, and there's not much room for tweaking. With that said, your abilities will be Gambler's Dodge, dodging near enemies will fully refund your charged melee. Combination Blow, defeating targets with this blow will fully refund your class ability. We will be using the Arc Hunter melee loop for our general gameplay, combined with Aspect's Winter's Shroud, dodging near an enemy slows them, and dodging near a slowed enemy will completely freeze them. I am a gigantic fan of freezing an enemy and pulling out Still Hunt and shattering them with a crit. Your other aspect will be Stylish Executioner, which will turn you invisible every time you kill a slow, frozen, or unraveled enemy. Speaking of unraveled enemies, that brings us to our grenade, which is Strand Grapple. Fragments will be Facet of Dawn, powered melee hits make you radiant. Facet of Courage, your combination blow melee will deal increased damage to enemies who are slowed, frozen, or unraveled. Facet of Ruin increases the size and damage of the burst when you shatter a frozen target. Facet of Protection, while surrounded you are more resistant to incoming damage. And lastly, Facet of Purpose, picking up an Orb of Power grants you restoration since you are on a solar super. Now let's get into the armor mods, as this will make a lot more sense now that you know how the subclass is set up. Like I said, you will be using the Arc Hunter melee play loop, so Helmet, which is your exotic Celestial Nighthawk, will be double hands-on mods, gain bonus super energy on melee kills. Since you will be killing most red, orange, and non-boss yellow bar enemies with your melee, you will gain your golden gun back incredibly quick. If you have the room for a third hands-on, you can run that. If not, I am using Kinetic Siphon. Your arms will be heavy-handed. Your powered melee final blows create an orb of power. These orbs will also charge Still Hunt's super bar. Impact Induction, causing damage with a powered melee, grants grenade energy. This will make it so you can spam your grapple as well. And Harmonic Dexterity, which helps with weapon swaps for DPS. Chest will be melee damage resistance, since your neutral game will be that of a melee build, and elemental damage resistances matching the activity you are in. Your legs will be double solar weapon surge. This does buff the damage of Still Hunt's golden gun shot, and one solar holster mod. Lastly, your cloak will be time dilation to extend the weapon damage buff to Still Hunt, powerful attractions so that you pick up orbs that you dodge near, and bomber dodging will grant you grenade energy. Your stat goals for this build will be 100 resilience, 100 discipline, and I am built into high intellect after that. For your weapons loadout, you will obviously be using Still Hunt Exotic Sniper Rifle, and we will be pairing this with a crafted Apex Predator with Reconstruction and Explosive Light. Yes, you are free from bait and switch with this setup. The goal for your damage rotation here will be pop Still Hunt's Golden Gun, pop your actual Golden Gun, fire Golden Gun, then fire Still Hunt's Golden Gun, hit precision shots with Still Hunt to fill its super bar, rather than reloading Still Hunt manually, swap to your Apex Predator and fire 2 shots. By this time, Solar Holster will load Still Hunt shots into the mag where you can top off your super bar and pop another Still Hunt Golden Gun shot and repeat. This was determined to be the highest possible DPS rotation. Your kinetic weapon is preference, but I am running an Enhanced Firefly Enhanced 1-for-All Midnight Coup. Firefly procs 1-for-all, and 1-for-all buffs Firefly's damage. If you ask me what is the perfect hunter build, it's this. At least to me. It combines the perfect ad clear with survivability Arc Hunter melee build while not having to use much ammo with the massive amount of DPS a Celestial Hunter can pump out. If you like this video, be sure to drop a heart, subscribe, and turn those notifications on. See you next time.